I wanted to talk about a topic that's not specific to any of the exams, but I think that could be very helpful to folks that, in the financial space that are, whether they're traders or they're trading their own money. So, as a former prop trader, I do want to talk about some of the big mistakes that I've made, just looking back, whether it was personally or professionally in the context of trading. So, it all really revolves around me just being a contrarian by nature. So if everybody's going in one direction, I always want to go in the opposite direction, which can be helpful in many different contexts. But in the context of trading, it can actually hurt you quite a bit. Because the truth is, when you're buying a stock, right, the reason the stock goes up is because more people buy it. So you're more likely, it's much more beneficial to actually go with the herd than go against the herd in this context, right? Are there situations like a Michael Burry situation? And I mean, there's plenty of other examples, like a George Soros shorting the pound. Are there situations where you can make a lot of money just being a contrarian? And do you look awesome doing it when everybody else is wrong and you're the one guy that's right? Yes. But what you're really doing is you're actually you're swimming against the current, right? You're swimming against the stream. It's like you're trying to, instead of following the waves, you're trying to, get right under the wave at the perfect time. And it's so easy to be wrong. It's a lot easier to be right when the current's moving, east to west, and you should just follow that current. You should follow that current, not look for, when is the current going to slightly reverse? When is the pattern going to slightly reverse? So that's one thing I will advise is just, I feel like a lot of, I feel like that's why sometimes folks that don't even know the market might do very well because of the fact that they're just kind of following what everyone else is doing. And that's just successful because if everyone else is doing it, by default, the stock's going to go up. Another thing is that understanding that it's mostly really the Fed and, maybe to a minor degree government policy that's really dictating the markets because, if they're going to decrease the cost of borrowing, decrease interest rates, that's naturally money's going to flow to the market. And then vice versa, if they're increasing interest rates, money's going to flow out of the market. But the reason why there's many reasons why, but one of the simplest reasons being that if folks can't get a higher fixed income return, they're just going to put it in other assets that could have a higher return. Vice versa, they can earn a solid fixed income while they risk the market. So that's just kind of a simple equation. So anytime you're trying to battle against the Fed, which many times I've tried to, take a position that doesn't really reflect what the Fed is doing, inevitably, even if you're right for a short period of time, you're really trying to buck the trend, which is just not a great idea. So I highly recommend folks, could you be a contrarian in certain situations? Yes, but you should be sporadic. You should be much more of following the trend and really follow what kind of everyone else is doing and maybe sporadically, catch a short move. From a trading perspective, I'm talking about really short-term positions, but even from, if you're looking at it from an investing, you should almost be trading kind of like investing where you're looking kind of at the long term. So follow the long-term trend. Don't just try to catch every little short-term trend and just don't try to be contrarian because it's cool or because you think that somehow, you're super smart by doing that. You're actually better off just kind of following what everyone else is doing and just predict a little bit better than them. Just kind of see how things are, what's going to happen. Like, what's the smart money about to do? What's the Fed going to do? If you know what the Fed's going to do, you know what the smart money's going to do. So hope this kind of helps. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate it.